you that this guy has nothing in stock. Him and his team,
You
whatever
know,
he thinks he has brought, they
and
don't have
it's
anything.
not hard. You know
Of
what I
course,
mean? But it's so
of course.
unfortunate that when
Yeah,
people see through all of this, they
yeah.
still turn around and be like, we know, but let us just pray for them to do the. You don't pray for people who have
No,
intention
no, no,
of
no.
destroying you. Or
Of
do
course.
people not understand the fact that when the resources that should go into improving healthcare goes
Mhm,
into private pockets, millions will
mhm,
be denying that healthcare. You know that, right?
mhm, mhm,
So if millions who are supposed to go into, the resources that should go into education goes into
mhm,
the private pocket of this or that, right?
mhm.
But that is something to say these people are like the weapons fashioned against you. So when you pray for them to succeed, are you not praying against yourselves?
Mhm. Exactly.
It's so
Exactly.
unfortunate, oh, brother.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. I feel very, very, enlightened and, encouraged by
Thank you.
your speaking out. And don't stop.
Thank you.
Continue.
I
We are
will.
behind you, and
Mhm.
we'll continue to
God
support you.
bless you, bro. Thank you
Yeah.
so much as
As
well
a
for all
first
this
time
support.
caller, sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name
I,
is Chijoke, and I live in
Chijoke.
UK. Yeah, I live
And you're
here
calling
in
it from where?
London.
I know it's the UK, but
London.
where?
From London.
Oh,
I
from
live in
London.
London.
Now I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
remember Chijoke from London. But you know why I may not remember easily is because
There are so
you
many
actually called
Chijoke.
directly. If you had called through the WhatsApp, I would have seen some image that would remind me of you. But still,
Okay, okay.
Chijoke, it's a
Yes,
pleasure. Thank
yeah.
you.
I hope to do that next time, some
God
other
bless you,
time.
Baba. You have a good one,
Yes,
okay? Thanks a
yes. Thank
lot.
you very much. Thank you.
Have a
And
good one.
good luck to the new studio coming up.
Thank you. God
Yeah,
bless you,
yeah, yeah.
Baba. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Now that's Chijoke there. Somebody who believes that a lot of people who knows today, a lot of us are already aware, even before now. And somehow it might seem late or like, eventually people are going to actually stand up and rise. Or if you don't, then that will be your own effort. It's not going to be anybody. I mean, anyone else's. Okay. So I'm trying to clear my catch there so that I could get somebody else in. So let's see if I can get that up. I'm so sorry. Now, if you are still with us, remember you will need to at least like the broadcast in a way. Okay. If you haven't already, like the broadcast, share it. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking there. I'm like battling between callers. I have like everywhere. Those who are calling directly, those who are calling the WhatsApp, they are all clashing together. So please, once you call in and then we end the conversation, please help me hang up. Once you do that, you will be able to free others who are trying to get in. Okay. But if you stay there waiting for me to, it creates some level of traffic. The Prince JJ man. Somebody just gave me money on PayPal. Oh. It's like I kind of managed to get somebody who heard me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to give him support before, but I forgot." So thank you so much. Oh, I won't mention the name because you choose to use the PayPal. Probably you prefer anonymous. Okay, thank you. God bless you. Here we have the Prince JJ man.
Yes, Baba.
The
Our Kikano Mike.
Prince. How are you?
Yeah, we thank God, oh, Baba. Well done, oh, well done, well done.
Thanks a lot, Baba. Thank you very
You know,
much.
you are very, very raw. You did very raw to the truth. That's why I love you. There's nothing,
Thank you.
you know, nothing can change my mind where you did, Baba. I swear.
You can always put
If
your
you,
money on me. I say, if it's my ego, my money is on it.
I'm, te- I'm telling you,
I know.
Baba.
I know.
Yeah, respect, respect,
Thank you so much,
respect.
the Prince. I know you are not the type that would like to possibly take this question as anything. I'll still ask you, do you normally have to
Yeah.
check? Would you check
Well,
anyone to see where they were before you actually give them support? As we have Buhari days, as we have Lagos Abubakus, we have Buhari Shuku, Ngozi Yari,
yeah.
and all these bad idiots across too. So what would you do?
Baba, I dey behind the emperor. Emperor. I dey behind the emperor for
One
this
true
matter.
emperor.
Yes, so
Your own
So
Shege dying scare by the Olori Bruku one Nigeria. You actually had a song about that.
yes, now I pledge to Nigeria with all my nyash. Now I go kill them. You know.
Hmm.
Yes, Baba, you see, I was when I come down to grassroots, I dey meditate, Baba.
Hmm.
I can't the wonder, I say, I can't dey think and say, why be say everybody keep quiet? Eh?
Hmm.
Say these people, say Buhari and his company, eh? They put pack terrorists put inside all Nigeria armed forces. I can't the wonder, I say, why is it that everybody just keep quiet? All the press, everybody keep quiet. Media, everybody keep quiet. Till today, even Coluwe enter there. They no see any danger inside this thing. I dey wonder. Baba, I can't come to conclusion be say,
And what's
you
that?
see, we have two type of government for Nigeria. It's either democracy or military. What do they call their own government?
Or the combination of both democracy and military, militocracy.
Thank you, Baba. You see, Baba, one thing that I notice is this. The Fulani herdsmen, why I do call their name is because they are the only people that are setting up Ruga everywhere. Killing people to possess their land. That's why I do mention their name. You see? And I will not shy about it. See, Baba, the reason of them planting all these terrorists inside our Nigerian military is because the reason what is going on now. Nigerians, some group of Nigerians are championing that the military should come and take over. Do you understand? And if the military venture takes over, we are going back into the hands of the Fulani herdsmen. They position themselves two ways. It's either in democracy, they are there. They've
and if it's military, they will also be there. Okay.
If it's military, we run into, they will be there. Are you getting me, Baba?
I am.
As it stands today, Nigeria there's nothing like Nigeria military. Should you understand, Baba?
I do.
Because if a military, only in Nigeria, in the whole world, terrorists are being recruited. No background check. Both armed robbers are being recruited in the armed forces. Only in Nigeria. Do you understand me? So, Baba, what is gonna happen? What is happening is this: if the military venture takes over, one, because they have one agenda, North first before Nigeria.
That's right.
And if you come to North first, it's Fulani who are controlling the North. They are more in possession of the North. The Hausas are there like servants because they like conquered as they conquered the Ilorin. Do you understand?
I'm with
that
you.
is the game. That is the game. So now, if we venture call the military to come in, this is Baba. If Nigeria, only in Nigeria that if somebody will come out and see a military man, it will be as if he sees a ghost.
Start running.
Even other African country, they embrace their military. When they see them, they can discuss with them. Nigeria, if you see military, it's like you see a ghost coming. The way fear, they will come into your body. So, Baba, You see, as it is now, anybody should know that Yoruba nation is the way out.
That's right.
Biafra nation is the way out. Arewa nation, then Ruga. Then the fourth one is Ruga nation. You understand? That is the way out. Without that,
everybody
Baba,
bear their own papa's
we are
name.
wasting day. We are wasting our time.
The
Baba,
Prince.
That's why I say I'm.
Thank you very much. You don't drop your own piece. You don't drop your own int. For those who care to listen, right? They should think about all you have said. Thank you for sharing that.
Baba, finally made a release in the Kano before the bomb with the boss. So
God bless you. Unconditionally. We will keep reminding them. God bless you, Prince Jejeman, as usual. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I'll take this one too. So I'm trying to like juggle in between. Those who are calling directly have much superior entrance than those who are calling through the WhatsApp. Okay, so the WhatsApp itself is more or less like an internet call, right? And some people are just calling directly the number, like now call directly, and they just keep breaking in. So I'm trying to like juggle in between. Here I have the first lady for the evening. Is that Charm?
Yes, it's Charm. Good
It is
evening.
Lady Charm. How are you doing tonight, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good evening
I'm
to
fine,
you.
thank you. How are you?
Well, very well. Thanks. Thanks for asking.
Okay. As usual, great. What's it called? A great talk again
Well,
today.
we've
But
done our part.
I have to, I have to commend you and your platform honestly because I think that your platform is doing something very uncommon. Which is actually enlightening people. And I think the other day I was actually thinking about when I started listening to Maigu's Temple of Truth
Mm,
and all the things that I've learned, all the things that my mind has been open to.
mm,
You just realize that you're living in a bubble or like in a it's not like you don't realize that Nigeria has a problem. You know that there's
mm,
a problem of management in Nigeria, but you don't really know how deep it goes.
mm.
And I have to say thank you for what you do and and this platform because I think every day I realize how bad our situation is, right?
Thanks, Charm.
And we have to take a step back and actually thank the Tinubu government.
Mm,
Because if we don't thank the Tinubu government for what we've learned so far,
mm,
right, then, even the fight for independence or the fight for the breakup of Nigeria, I think for people like me, prior to listening to your platform,
mm,
would have been like, oh, let's, one Nigeria is possible,
mhm.
you
I
know,
know, I know. You
and
know
all
what,
of
what
that.
you
So,
practically mean there is that every now and then when you listen to conversation on this platform, like you said, when you first started listening. So I bet you are probably
yeah.
trying to see if some things are going to happen, like like something right will happen to prove this guy wrong. So I can go back and tell him that
Um,
you are not completely wrong. I'm just saying, all
no,
right, like not that you wanted that.
yeah,
Like at least what I
okay,
mean by that is that every now and then these guys in Nigeria continue to prove people like us right. And you
absolutely,
yourself are
and
now
like I
beginning
said,
to even pay more attention to what we now say, to even understand even
yeah,
deeper. So I get it. And indeed,
how,
it's pretty much like impactful and it goes both ways. I keep saying that. When I say what I know, others come here, they say what they know too. And from what they say, I get to go and read more and even kind of understand more. And with that way,
mhm,
it's like we are all sharing knowledge and information so freely, right?
yes,
That some of us are asking
uh,
ourselves, how come we are not angry yet? How come we are not on the street yet? I mean, we just talk here. I think we know enough.
my
Why
God,
are we still here?
my God,
You know?
honestly. Sometimes I wonder, like, I think the last time I called, I said, like Nigeria's capacity for, pain, our threshold for taking pain is
It's
something
because
I've
you have
never
known
seen
too
before.
much,
Do
Charm.
you understand?
Others don't know half of what you know. But the one you know, the ones you know, you are wondering. Did other people not know all these things too, Mayegun? How come they are not on the street? Let's be honest with ourselves. If you have an idea how they've controlled this information and at the same time spread fear, and we are beginning to see,
I
you know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I 100% agree with you. I want to hurry up so that other people can
It's all
actually
right. I'll
contribute
give
to
you your
the
time.
to the
It's just
talk.
an
Yeah,
interesting part you just opened there. But yeah, go on, please.
like I said, with Tinubu's government, we're able to see how deep the rot goes.
Mm,
Because even with Buhari's government, I think yes, people understood there was a rot,
mm,
you know, but with Tinubu's government, we've seen how deep the rot goes. And not only have we seen how deep the rot goes, I think even the other day was another, information that blew my mind when they talked about how Niger has closed its borders. And
mm,
because Niger closed its borders, we can't get things like onions and tomatoes and everything. So now it begs the question, what exactly is being produced, so, quote unquote, in the north?
mm,
What is the north actually bringing to the table?
mm,
Do you understand? What exactly is their contribution outside of the the decay, that we've seen in our, political class, right? Exactly what are they bringing to the table? It just seems like they're not bringing anything to the table. And I'm sorry to say, because there's a lot of nonsense out there. And I'm not saying that you don't have the capacity to produce. You do have the capacity to produce. You have the solid minerals. I know that for a fact, right? So, but when you think about everything that is going on in there, them not being able to feed themselves and like that, we've been told, okay, how they are the food basket of the country, right? But now that doesn't add up, does it? No, it
Because
doesn't.
they've never been the
right?
food
So,
baskets. All
because
thanks to these people
exactly,
of
they
Middle
have never.
Belt and Niger.
Exactly. So, and I agree with you. Like when you talk about information, so all of that information that we've been getting about what they bring to the table is all lies, right? None of it is true. Okay, so and again, like I said, it begs the question: exactly what are these guys putting on the table? And then when you now start to think again about how the country is, how we are divided up. Do you understand? And how we want to remain in the same so-called division, and again, I want to bring up the fact that Oyibo people did this whole contraption, put this whole nonsense together, right? Such that I think you remember you were saying something about there's a place in Ekiti, where they killed the Obas.
Yeah,
they are neither in Ekiti State, neither are they in Kogi State, neither are they in they're just like there's no one catering to their own affairs. They're just on their own, right? And that is because we've been divvied up in this kind of rubbish way that really doesn't cater to anyone in particular. And I think the point I'm trying to make is that we have this noose around our necks, which we need to actually remove. When I say this noose around our necks, I'm talking about how we've been divided up, how we've been separated, where brothers who should be together are no longer together, or don't see or treat each other with suspicion, right? When we should actually come together and be a nation like the Igbos. The Igbos are just spread over everywhere. People talk about Biafra, but do Biafrans even know they are Biafrans outside of Igbos? Do you understand? Because Biafra is not only Igbo people. I hope you know that.
I do.
Biafra consists of more than Igbo people, but those people who are not Igbo, do they realize that they are actually part of Biafra? And this is something that they should also be agitating for, right? I went to see if I could vote for the referendum and everything. And so I was looking at the states, and I saw, some other states, and I'm like, do these people even know that they should be fighting for that? They are part of what we're fighting for. So a lot of things, like when you sit down and you really think about how we've been divided and, the things that we should be fighting for and stuff like that, there's a lot more we need to be doing. And that's why my call today is not really to focus on the topic of the day, but it's really to tell you well done and to thank you for the effort that you're making, because I think your program and your platform actually goes a very long way in educating people, in telling people, okay, like now I'm saying to people, like, Biafra is not just Igbo people, right? It's not just, all of us who, let's go and check.
If you are from the old eastern region of Nigeria, if they call you South today, if they call you Niger Delta today, now that didn't take out it didn't take people's identity away. Okay, choosing the Biafra and say, we are all Biafra was an old name chosen by the leadership and the people of the eastern region. And today, the politics of Nigeria has divided all of them, and they are now sort of like, no. When you say Biafra, they feel like it's just Igbos and all that. And some people who are like Igbos too, uneducated
exactly.
enough.
And I think that is where because when I was thinking about it, I was saying that because like I think there's a point in time when I said to you that there are old maps. Like if you look at the 1857 maps, ancient maps, you see that they had the kingdom of Biafra. So Biafra is not
the
a
blight
new
of Biafra and all that.
The blight of Biafra and the region.
Yeah.
The kingdom of Biafra was there before,
right.
And everything. So these are old regions. So that the people even know
a long
what they're
time
fighting
ago
for.
before the name Nigeria or forcing all of us together today ever happened.
Thank you, Mike. Before even people, the Westerners came in and did the mess that they did. So I'm saying that we need to take this noose off our necks. Yes, the truth of the matter is that we need to separate, because I think that division will help. It will help us. as a people. It will help Yoruba land. It will help Biafra. It will even it will even help Arewa themselves. Do you understand? So that
If
if they
there's
want to
anything
move
at all
forward,
that's going to even achieve, Charm, is that it will restore our identity. We actually know who we are.
absolutely.
And that can be a very
Listen,
good way to start. You know that?
I love your platform so much, and
Thank you so much.
there's so much I think that we also need to do outside of even, talking about the issues of the day. Is that we also need to start talking about our identities.
That's right.
Because it is so important. The other day I was, and let me just say this lastly, right?
Okay.
I was looking at even our, like the Yoruba man, even what you wear, ashoke with the what that filler cap and everything,
The hat and all that.
This is something that is unique to your. I think it's your. People will correct me. I'm sure. I think it's unique to Yoruba culture, right? So all of these beautiful things that are unique to us, and we've been robbed of. We need to celebrate. We just need to be ourselves, because we're not ourselves. Our true story is being told by others, and we need to start telling our stories. We need to start doing things for ourselves.
And make our people understand their own identity is so crucial. Is so crucial to this fight for whether we are going to have autonomous regions, or we're going to have a total breakup, or we're going to have a confederation, something that is different from this current fraudulent arrangement. Okay, so it will all come from our identity.
Continue.
Yeah, we will invest in that.
Absolutely.
We will.
This cannot continue. But once we are able to, stand on our own, then we can then decide, okay, this is what we want to do as a people. And this is, we are going to be together under these terms and conditions. Outside of that, we are quite happy to go on our own.
It's as simple
So
as
let me rest there so that other people are.
No, you've taken the chance enough that you raise a very vital point tonight, as always. Okay, a lot of people will probably want me to sort of elaborate more on that, since you mentioned identity a few times too, right? But thank you.
Yes. But let us have a segment. I hope we can do something like that.
We will have a lot of we'll have a lot of programs on identity soon.
It should be fun for our platform, even for people to talk about identities, history, and things like that, because I think that would help even in the fight that we are in, the cause that we're trying to fight.
Yeah, I'm already at the verge of reaching out to a lot of groups here in the UK. Okay, so when I say groups, right, I'm talking about all these nationalities, right? For the Yorubas, which is my own nationality, right? I am going to be reaching out to the best of our guys who have a way of communicating with our people in Yoruba. You understand what that means, right? Not just talk. Now, same goes for so many other ethnic nationalities that I am aware of here.
Yeah.
So the plan is to kind of put up different programs that is so similar to this, but totally communicated in those languages. Enough that will be interesting that even us who don't speak them, maybe this will be the time we'll begin to understand every word, because somebody's going to tell us what they're saying. Like, I'm kind of working around that too. Do you get that? So all of this is just to make all this communication and passing of this information easier. You understand? Like, we already have the platform. We have a lot of people who sit every evening to listen, right? We can build on that by giving them all these informations that really, really addresses our concerns or their concerns as well, right? So there's so much in the pipeline, and all those suggestions that people give on this platform, Charm, I may not be writing them on camera. I promise you. There's so many of them that have already
been put in place. I believe you.
God bless you. Charm, you have a wonderful
and I look forward.
You
too.
You probably have a role to play too. You know what I mean? But we'll get to that.
I'm very happy to play a role.
We will get to
let
that.
Me know whenever.
We will get to that.
Comes in.
I know.
All right, no worries.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Yes. Apologies to some of our callers who probably might, in a way, give me a second. Some of my callers who might want to feel like, oh, that's like forever. Oh, no, talk to her later and all that. So hang on for me. Let me first clear my cache, and I can take other calls. I was gonna get. Let me see if I even got him. Did I even get you? Give me a sec. No, I didn't. Not yet. So sorry if you are still pretty much on this line. If you're still watching this, please you can still like the broadcast, even though we are almost at the tail end of the chat tonight. I can't take all these WhatsApp calls if I don't clear this. I mean, what the hell is this? It's like people have been like, trying for like a million times, and with that, I've got loads of hang on my screen. So let's see. Sorry if your call is somehow hanging out there. I managed to get one. Sorry about that. So, hello there.
All hell Biafra, all hell Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra. Bro, how are you doing? I'm so sorry that it took me a while
I'm
before I
good.
could clear all of that. It's like I've got loads on there and they're like hanging over one another and I couldn't take calls there. Sorry about that.
Well,
How you doing?
that means the people listening. The people are listening.
I know.
You know?
And it's like
and which is
it's like a
good. We're
serious
winning.
traffic on there. Well, good enough for
We are
me.
winning.
I know, good enough for me. I'm going to have a studio line that is going to be more than just 2 lines. So now I can take here, and, switch between. So, bro,
Yeah.
you've been part of this all night, have you? Or all day,
Yeah, been, listening. It snowed over here, so kind of stayed indoors all day. But
bless you.
Yeah,
So,
it was wonderful.
How is it now? Are you still indoor?
It's much better now. No, it stopped snowing, but you know how it is. It gets messy. I guess we worry about cleaning up the car tomorrow.
Well, I don't bother cleaning my car when it snows or rains. It's waste of money because I had to like wash my car at the car wash, but I can just leave it there for weeks. Once I know that the weather is about rain, snow, it's pure waste of money. It gets quickly dirty again.
Anyway. You can't win with Mother Nature.
I know.
But yeah, excellent show. Excellent show. You hit it right on the nail. The caller, the Emperor, my goodness, I love that energy. Keep bringing that energy every time you call because this is the kind of people we need to lead that match. When we march upon the Nigerian government, and tear that place apart. But Nigeria is in big trouble. People that still believe in Nigeria, I feel sorry for you. I seriously feel sorry for you. The shaggy that's coming for you right now is just a prelude right now, what you're seeing. It is going to be hell. And there's no one to look for help but yourself. You need to look inward now and start realizing that what I done past got it. But I just want to keep it short. Everyone that's speaking, please hit that like button. Make sure you donate to Mayegu. We need this studio to be up because I will be making a personal visit to come and see the studio. All right. All hell Biafra, all hell Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa. And thanks so much as well for all your support too. Because, thanks to all you guys, by the way. God bless you, Baba. You have a good one, okay? I'm going to take maybe one more or maybe 2 more calls. Let's see if we can manage in between, okay? Just give me a sec. Let me see if we can manage it in between and take maybe 1 or 2 more before we go tonight. Hello there.
Yeah, hello, this is Kalu from London.
Oh, dear Kalu. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very well. Here I have. I was with you last night. I think you and I actually ended the program, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We did. So that's my man. Another one of our brethren here that out of all languages that you have in this world, he also chooses to just speak facts only. Now, having him back might be my last call on the line too, but let's get to it. Kalu, how are you, sir?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for your program today. Obviously, I'm gonna take. If you remember what I said yesterday,
right?
Every action has consequences.
That is true.
Like one of your first caller said, he's not sending money to anybody. Because in reality, like I said, those people that were elected were from the people that were in that country.
That's right.
If you don't like the person that is leading you, you don't follow. You have a right not to follow. Right. And so far, so good. None of them are complaining. And if they are complaining, the proportion of people that are complaining to the overall population is still very small.
Very, very like little.
Yes. So you and probably Namdi Kanu will go out according to the people that are religious, as John the Baptist, that was screaming in the wilderness, there is somebody greater than us that is coming. Please, see road, see road. And people decided not to see the road. Like the other lady did say, and one thing that I learned in psychology, while I was in psychology here in the UK, is you need to demystify somebody before you bring them down.
That's right.
And like the other lady did say, is it Chan was her name? She said something which was very, very unique. She said, we've been told for years there was a granite pyramid, there was this pyramid in the north. So far, so good. What Tinubu has done by closing the border has demystified that there was nothing being produced in Nigeria in the first place. Everything was being brought from the border up north from Chad.
So there's nothing they are really bringing onto the table. And if there is, they should show us. That's what she said too.
And that was why.
Let them show us in case if we don't know.
If we add 1 and 2 together, go back to the old pyramid. They were all based in Kano, right?
Well, so we were told.
Check the proximity of Kano to Chad now on the current map. Now we have Google. Then we didn't have Google. It was on paper. Check the proximity of Kano to Chad. And check the number of arable land in Chad compare to what we have in Nigeria. And those were things being built by the Chadians under Lake Chad, and they bring it into Kano for sale, and it's being photoshopped and sold to us down south as Granite Pyramid and whatever pyramid. If you remember correctly,
pyramid without farms, you mean?
Thank you. Pyramid without farms.
Wow.
And they were using that to leverage on the oil. So, if you remember correctly, again, a couple of years back, Buhari closed the southern border.
He did.
Business continue as usual in the south, which means we are productive down south. If we are not productive, our economies down south will have shut down.
Because it's most of all these things are just pure lies. You remember when they used to tell their children that northern Nigeria was the way they used the money from northern Nigeria agriculture to build the oil when they discovered oil. Do you know a lot of them actually believed it? There were those who went to school who believed that nonsense. See, as recent as 1908, as recent as 1908, the people of what do you call it, Western region. In fact, what am I even saying? As recent as 1957, the people of Western region still have to package small money, just like it was in the 1901. Package small money to help them balance the deficit of their own budget up north, right? Now, they didn't tell their children that it was these people who came in to come and extract the oil. Nigeria did not pay a dime for the extraction of discovery, extraction, development of oil in Nigeria. Nigeria did not pay a dime. But they told their children that they used granite pyramid money to develop oil blocks. When? Where? Never.
All right.
That never happened.
Let me tell you one thing here. Let's start again from beginning.
Yes, sir.
Before France had TV, Western Nigeria had TV. That was from the what? The rubber and cocoa farms.
That's fact.
Before, Michael Okwara had Eastern region growing at 52%.
That's right.
After when we had a regional government. And before the amalgamation, if you read the amalgamation letter, it says the North could not afford to maintain itself for administrative convenience, to avoid the Queen having to, when we pay taxes from the South and from the West, from the Southwest, it was sent to England. England had to reimburse the North for making a loss in their administration.
That's right.
You live in England now, yeah?
That's right.
When you overpay tax, they return you a portion of your tax after the tax year in April.
That is also right.
That was what was happening in those days before 1904, as at 1908. So they decided, instead of bringing this money back, why don't you just amalgamate these three people together into one business entity, so that the losses being made from this other side will be absorbed by this other two profit-making entities. So we're always having to receive and not to receive and send. And the administrative convenience that people didn't understand was that it costs a lot to send that money from the north down south, put it on the ship, and take it down to England to tell them they made a loss and now get a reimbursement from England to go back. It was costing so much. Then there was never this current shipping system. So what the English decided to do was to say, you know what? Let's just get one letter showing that all this business we have down here called Nigeria is making profit. Now, when the English were about to leave, if you read the article of independence, the English advised the northern people that you guys do not have education, do not have anything to go with. These guys down south have accepted education. They are making policies. They are adopting their culture. You can see the improvement. The fear was that if these other people develop so quickly, the North will be left behind. So the English advised them the only way you can control the system is to control the military. These guys the Igbo man is busy trying to make money. The Western man is busy trying to get education to improve himself. You guys have nothing to offer other than just roaming around. So you're physically fit. So go and join the army, become the foot soldiers. They joined the army. They got promoted through quota system. After the quota system, some of them become general. That's why Buhari could not produce his school certificate because it's a quota system general. He never fought any war. So what then happened now was that as time goes on, they now got to the point where they became so many in the army, they were controlling garrisons and they were controlling battalions. They used that to force the down south people to believe that military system was the best. However, while they were still doing that, they never one day tried to help their own people.
Unfortunately.
Because if you look at Nigerian history, for 42 years they ruled that country. You cannot go up north and find even one business district. You say you had the granite pyramid, you can't have one company that can turn granite into oil.
Actually processes those granules and all that.
There is no secondary processing. There's no storage unit. There's no silos. There's nothing to prove that you even looked at improving yourself. An average man like from the south will try to find a better way, accept new ways of technology to get themselves better. But the person up north just believed that God will do it. And they managed to imbibe that into us down south through use of military force. Because when somebody cannot beat you intellectually, they use force to manipulate you. And that's what has happened in Nigeria.
And
when you see police brutality, army brutality, thank you. That is what they've succeeded in doing. However, like I told people yesterday, I want Tinubu to do 12 years to keep demystifying everything. So that by the time we go to that next national conference or want to separate, when everyone start bringing their balance sheet, I cannot look at you and say, you owe me more because you not only owe me for wasting my 62 years in that contraction, you also owe me for wasting generations of my family line because they should have been better. There is no reason why people like you shouldn't be in Nigeria doing what you're doing.
You know, heading to that place and improving the
because the environment doesn't allow.
It doesn't. Can't flourish.
There is no way you can, like you always say, you can win election by propaganda. You cannot manage by propaganda.
You can't run a country with propaganda. No way.
There's always going to be a limit. But I'm happy, like I said, before something will grow or something will come up, everything needs to be demystified.
Grand.
Yeah, they have more people in the House of Senate. They have more people in the House of Assembly. They have more people everywhere. They're trying all they can to get rid of Tinubu. Me, I tell them he's going to do 12 years. If he means to change the constitution for him, we will change it for him. So that those people, when they tell them to vote next time, when they hear voting next time, they will start going to read the person's profile, read what he has done. When they say the person built a place, they will go and confirm when was he there. Show me block when he was laying the foundation and when he was building it. Not somebody said, because one of the biggest travesty in Nigeria is people believing somebody said. No, if on average Nigerian person will never check the fact. Oh, Mayegu said, okay, you will fly with it. He will not go and check. Wait, that thing the person said. Where is the fact to back it up? No, they don't bother checking. No. And that is why the religious leaders in Nigeria get away with murder. They will say something. God said, and everybody fly with it. By the time they realize it's too late.
Kalu.
This is a big eye opener for them.
Thank you so much, Baba. Again, just us totally out of time. I knew it, and I knew it was going to worth it. Okay, thank you so much, and hopefully I am as lucky as tomorrow. I mean, as I am today, I am as lucky that same time tomorrow again. Okay. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Right. Yeah, by the grace of God, will be. Thank you. Have a good night.
And you too. You have a good one there. So that's Kalu. And again, that's where I'm going to draw the curtain tonight. To every one of you who also attend the sermon tonight, I want to say thank you to you. To those of you who actually stopped by to like the broadcast as usual, your offering, thank you to you too. All right. To my friends on Facebook, I saw you despite all the limitations, right? You still managed to be around. So thank you. I will see everybody some other time. Meanwhile, tomorrow, I'm going to be at my studio. So those of you who usually join me in the afternoon, I'm also going to be live in the afternoon tomorrow, but it's going to be in the studio when I'm also going to be documenting the latest update. So to everybody who still really want to support and help and do all of that, I promise you every penny counts, and I appreciate every one of them. Even the intention is greatly appreciated. I will see you again. Until then, you all have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun Diary, Diary political. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹ̀ ni kò sì mọ́.